Hi children, today we are going to start the next chapter, that is sources of energy. In class 9, you studied about energy. Energy exists in different forms such as chemical energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, etc. And we studied the law of conservation of energy. That says that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. But we can transform one form of energy into another form. So from this law we understood that we cannot create energy, we cannot destroy it. So there is no need to worry about energy. But today's world mainly deals with the energy crisis. The main problem is energy crisis. What is energy crisis and what are the reasons for that? Due to increased population and industrialization, the demand for energy is increasing. But the conventional sources of energy are non-renewable in nature, it is getting depleted. So this creates energy crisis. What is the reason for this energy crisis? Even though the energy remains the same, why we are worrying about energy crisis? What is the reason? So we can explain that based on some simple examples. Consider that a cup of hot tea is placed on the table. After 15 or half an hour, when you check the glass of tea, what you can see? It will become cool. Where does this heat energy go? The heat energy in the hot tea got dissipated into the environment, in the surrounding area. Can you get this heat energy back to the tea? No. The next example, consider a burning candle. A candle consists of chemical energy. When it burns, chemical energy stored in the candle changes into light energy and heat energy. Can you get this light energy and heat energy back to make this chemical energy stored in the candle? No, it is not possible. So from these examples, we can understand that usable form of energy is converted into less usable forms. We cannot take this energy back. It is getting dissipated. And this creates the problem of energy crisis. There are different sources of energy such as hydroelectric energy, solar energy, thermal power plants, fossil fuels, etc. So which is a good source of energy? Depending upon our needs, we are selecting different energy sources. For cooking food, we mainly prefer LPG. For running vehicles, we prefer fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel. For running electrical appliances in your house, we prefer electrical energy. So depending upon our needs, we are selecting different sources of energy. So what's the criteria for selecting a best or the good source of energy? Or what are the qualities of a good source of energy? What are the characteristics of a good source of energy? The first one is energy output per unit volume or mass should be high. Second one is steady availability. The energy source should be available steadily for a long period of time. It should be safe and easy to use. It should not produce a lot of smoke. It should be easy to store and transport. It should be economical. Based on these characteristics, we can select a good source of energy. Energy sources are mainly of two types: conventional sources of energy and non-conventional sources of energy. Conventional sources of energy are mainly widely used by almost all the people. And this conventional source of energy, the main examples are fossil fuels, thermal power plants and hydro power plants. These are the main three conventional sources of energy. And we will be studying about these sources of energy in detail.
The major fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Fossil fuels are the most commonly used conventional source of energy. Our technologies, vehicles, industries, etc. are mainly depending on fossil fuels. What are the advantages of using these fossil fuels? Fossil fuels produces large amount of energy on burning. It is easily available and easy to transport. Fossil fuels can produce large amount of electricity at a single location. They are cost effective. But there are some limitations of using fossil fuels. The first among that is they are non-renewable sources of energy. They were formed over millions of years ago and they are limited resources, so we need to conserve them. Burning coal and petroleum causes air pollution. The oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur released on burning fossil fuels causes acid rain. Acid rain affects soil and aquatic organisms. The increased air pollution due to fossil fuels causes greenhouse effect and global warming. These are the drawbacks of using fossil fuels. Since they are limited in nature, care should be taken while using them and we have to conserve them.